Students, we have completed the NCERT questions of the chapter Sorting Materials into Groups. So let us discuss some extra questions of the chapter. So the first question is, on what basis do we choose a material to make an object? And the answer is, we choose a material to make an object depending on its properties and the purpose for which the object is to be used. So these are the different bases of choosing a material. Now the next question. Differentiate between hard and soft substances. So what is a soft substance? Materials that can be compressed or scratched easily are called soft, like cotton and sponge, while materials that are difficult to compress or scratch are called hard substances. For example, iron and wood, they are hard. Now the next question. Write any 5 properties of materials. So the 5 properties of materials are appearance, hardness, solubility, transparency, and float or sink in water. So these are the 5 properties of materials. On the basis of these properties, materials can be classified into different groups. Now the next question is, describe an experiment to show that our palm is translucent. So we have studied that torch activity in our NCERT. We have discussed this activity. The activity is, take a torch, cover the glass of a torch with the help of your palm in a dark room, then switch on the torch and observe from the other side of the palm. What you will see? You will see that some part of light passes through the palm, but not all light passes through it. And this shows that our palm is translucent. From here, you have to perform this activity. This is your palm. You will switch on the torch and some of the light can be seen here. And this shows that our palm is translucent in nature. Now the next question is, define. So first definition, define the following is soluble. And what is soluble? Anything that dissolves is called soluble, or any substance which dissolves is called as a soluble substance. For example, sugar and salt are soluble in water. Second is insoluble. Anything that does not dissolve is known as insoluble. So insoluble is a property of a material that does not dissolve. For example, oil does not dissolve in water. Now third is transparent. Objects or materials through which things can be seen clearly are said to be transparent objects. Or we can also say that materials that allow the light to pass through them are known as transparent materials. This definition we will study in the chapter light. For example, glass, clear water, and some plastics can be seen through and are hence transparent materials. Translucent objects and materials through which things can be seen but only partially are called translucent objects. Or we can also say that materials which allow only partial light to pass through them are known as translucent. And the examples of translucent substances are butter paper, frosted glass. Now the next definition is of opaque. Objects or materials through which things cannot be seen at all are called opaque objects. Or we can also say that materials that do not allow the light to pass through them are known as opaque. Example is stone, wood, marble, etc. Now the next question is, describe the three states of matter. The three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. We have already studied. And you have to write then the definition of these three states of matter. First is solid. They have definite shape as well as definite volume. For example, wood. Then second is liquid. They do not have definite shape but they have definite volume. Example is milk, water. Gases neither have a definite shape nor a definite volume. For example, oxygen. Now the next question is, metals have luster. Give reason why. The spelling of why is wrong, so please correct it. Give reason why some metal articles become dull and lose their shine after some time. And the answer is, metals when exposed to air react with the moisture and gases present in air. So metals react with the moisture means water and the gases, basically oxygen present in air, thereby forming a layer of some other compound on it which makes them appear dull. Basically these compounds are the oxides of these metals and which makes the appearance of that particular metal dull. That is why while sorting or while studying the luster, we have rubbed the surface with a sandpaper or freshly cut surface was observed. Now the next question is, name the naturally occurring hardest substance, and it is diamond. And now the next question is, how will you show that some solids like sugar, salt are soluble in water, whereas solids like chalk powder and sand are not soluble in water? So for this we have to perform an activity, and the activity is collect samples of sugar, salt, chalk powder and sand. Take 4 beakers. What is a beaker? Beaker is a glass tumbler like substance in which markings are there for different measurements like 100 ml, 200 ml, 150 ml. So it is a glass vessel type of substance. Take 4 beakers, fill each one of them about 2/3 with water. Add a spoonful of sugar to the first beaker, salt to the second, chalk powder to the third and sand to the fourth beaker. Stir the contents of each beaker with a spoon or stirrer. Wait for a few minutes and observe what happens to the substances added to the water. What will happen? I'm sure you know the answer. Sugar will disappear completely in water. Salt will also disappear completely in water. Chalk powder, it will not disappear and it will settle down, and same is with sand. So this activity shows that sugar and salt are soluble in water while chalk powder and sand are insoluble in water. So if any question, a question is like to show, then you have to perform an activity like this activity. You have to write in the form of an activity. So you have seen that there a number of questions can be framed out of this chapter, and this is a very important chapter, and application based questions can come from this chapter because it is basically an understanding type of chapter. If you have understood it clearly, then you can answer. So this was all about the extra questions. You have to write these questions in your notebook and revise the chapter well. Thank you, students.